Good evening and welcome to today's coverage of Wimbledon 2022. It's a special broadcast from the studio tonight as we celebrate the long and distinguished career at Marlborough of Michelle de Villiers, the Channel Islands' other greatest export. Jersey. Guernsey? Kind of right. Jersey's greatest exports. We're going to talk today about her career. We're going to talk to some of her fellow players. We'll be talking with some of the umpires who've refereed some of Michelle's matches, alongside some of her some pundits who are going to talk to us about doing a bit of a performance analysis. So, let's meet the guests.
This is the national programme. Now we're going to take you over to Wimbledon.
That's it! And he's done it! Her Majesty will present the trophy to a British winner. The emotions overcome him. Oh, that's brilliant! Oh, yes. That is perfect. Irresistible, majestic, in a class of her own. Wimbledon champion again.
So we have some guests joining us in the studio this evening, fellow players, doubles partners, pundits, coaches and mentors, and some others via satellite link. So let's talk about the player that is Michelle de Villiers. My first guest this evening is Simon Pedwell, long-term partner of Michelle de Villiers here on the Marlborough team. Simon, join me.
Evening. How are we? Sorry, just got out of my doubles match.
How did it go?
Well, we got knocked out first round, but hey ho.
And is that because you weren't playing alongside Michelle de Villiers tonight?
It was. It's an end of a doubles era, it has to be said. It's nearly been over 15 years as a doubles partnership. She has absolutely smashed it over that time. I can't say enough about it. Her forehand, with how she does dealt with everything going on, her backhand is so consistent, and that rebound, well, amazing, fantastic.
Top player all round then.
What a partner.
So, as we think about Michelle moving on to her new club, what do you say, or what would you say are the three best assets that she'll be taking forward with her?
Oh, Michelle, she is the most consistent player out there. Week in, week out, she's there on the ground, making those ground strokes, making those smashes. It's awesome. Okay, friendship. I don't know what we're going to do. Really going to miss her as a friend and as somebody who is part and parcel of the fabric of life here at Marlborough and moving forward. And finally, just fun. Just fun and getting on with it and being part of it. Gonna miss you.
Thank you, Simon. And thank you, Michelle. Pims, thank you. Not all bad at the BBC. Cheers. Cheers. I'm joined in the Royal Box by Geraldine Foley, one of Michelle's greatest fans.
Hello. Sorry, just watching the match at the moment. Can't take my eyes off the ball.
Michelle is still playing. She's got a few weeks left to play at Marlborough, so we'll talk as we watch. Geraldine, could you talk to me about Michelle's performance for the Marlborough team over the years?
Well, I have to say that Michelle is a determined and committed player. She is an amazing singles player, as we all know, but she's also a brilliant doubles player. She's also a wonderful just team member in general. Her commitment, her dedication are absolutely second to none.
Thank you so much, Geraldine. Do you think that Michelle will be easily replaced at Marlborough?
Irreplaceable. I mean, when you think about the colleagues who've been through Marlborough and who she's played against, she's hit them all out of the net.
I'm joined in the studio by Caroline Cockram this evening, a fellow player and also a rival of Michelle at some point over the years. So, have you ever worked with Michelle, Caroline?
No.
Do you know Michelle well?
No.
Alright, okay. Do you know who Michelle is?
Yes.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent. And what can you tell me about Michelle?
She likes tennis.
She does. She is a big tennis fan. And she also has the
rabbit. Yes, the two rabbits. Bonnie and Clive.
You also have a rabbit, don't you, Caroline?
Yes, Marmite.
So this is something you have in common.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And will you miss Michelle when she goes?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for that. A bit awkward.
I didn't feel like I said anything nice.
No, you didn't say anything nice. So why don't we is there anything you wanted to add in, or give me 3 words to describe her. Let's do that. Okay, thank you, Caroline. So if you could describe Michelle in 3 words, what would those words be?
Tennis.
No, this is the nice bit.
Oh, okay. Lovely, kind, and loving. I will miss you, Michelle.
Our next guest this evening is Sam, one of the line referees that has had the privilege of observing Michelle over the years. So tell me, Sam, what have you noticed about Michelle?
Michelle's got a tendency to wander off every now and again. I think looking for perhaps geocaches.
Geocaches. I have a feeling this is going to be a recurring theme today. Do you know what a geocache is?
I've heard of the geocache
From Michelle?
from Michelle, but never quite found one myself.
And Michelle, as we know, is leaving the Marlborough team. So, Sam, what would be your message to Michelle moving forward?
We'll miss you a lot, Michelle. We did start a little bit of running at one point. Thoroughly enjoyed. Good luck, and on your journey, your next part of your journey.
And now we have Michelle in the studio. Michelle... This is the wrong Michelle. Just to clarify, you aren't Michelle de Villiers.
No, I am Michelle James.
The other Michelle. Okay, thank you. Has that ever caused you any confusion, Michelle?
Yes, it has. When somebody says Michelle, talks about Michelle, I'm thinking they're talking about me.
I bet that can be awkward at times.
Yes.
Okay, and with Michelle, the other Michelle, moving on, what's your message to her?
Okay, just to say all the best for the future. You will be missed. And, you know, who's going to be my next twin?
Thank you, Michelle. My next guest is fresh off the court, having, I think, just finished a match against Michelle. Let's welcome Ross Williams. Thank you. Thanks for joining us, Ross. How was the match?
To be honest, it wasn't fair at all.
What's the problem?
Well, she told me to bring all my own equipment, which I've done, but I can't return anything, any of her serves with this. I thought it was a game of cricket.
Ah, you thought cricket.
Yes,
she
summer
thought
sport.
badminton, and
Yeah,
tennis.
Yeah, tennis. I think it was
Oh,
tennis.
I see.
Yeah.
So, did you concede the match, or what
No,
happened?
we played, but I didn't score a point. A single point throughout the game. I didn't even return one serve.
Oh, I mean, that is a tough defeat. Will there be a rematch at any point?
I hope so. I might travel to Jersey.
Excellent. An away match at Jersey. Perhaps we can all go.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, good luck for the rematch, Ross.
Thank you very much.
My next guest this evening is Kate Adams, who was a previous doubles partner with Michelle and latterly a manager. So, let's talk stats, Kate. How would you rate Michelle's overall performance at Marlborough?
Well, do you know, I have known Michelle and been a doubles partner for over 17 years.
Gosh.
We've worked together many times and she has just been such an ace player to work with. She's really reliable, she works so hard, and I've learned an awful lot from Michelle myself. And then latterly, I've been her manager, which has also gone really well, really, really well. So, yeah, really, really pleased with Michelle's performance as a manager, and really going to miss her an awful lot.
Thank you, Kate. So, to put it in tennis terms, would Michelle make it into your fantasy 15?
Oh, most definitely.
Thank you. Here we have Kath Davis. Now, Kath, you've been at the Marlborough Club with Michelle for a long time, but I believe you've worked in different divisions.
That's right. For a long time, Michelle has always been above me in the league. She was been in the junior league and I was right down the bottom in the foundation phase league. But now it's been so lovely that we've been brought back together in our team, and it's an absolute pleasure working with Michelle.
So, Kath, as Michelle leaves the Marlborough Club and moves on to a new club in Guernsey, is there any advice that you could give her?
Well, I would tell her to make sure that the school have definitely got a TV licence so that she can still continue to keep up with all the sporting events. Keep that treat drawer filled up and make sure there's enough coffee in the staff room.
Sound advice. Thank you, Kath.
Dear.
Hannah Kazana, thank you so much for joining me in the studio this evening. Now, as you know, our lovely Michelle de Villiers is moving on to pastures new. Is there any advice or any good wishes that you have for her?
Well, I know she loves tennis, but I don't know an awful lot about tennis. But I have heard they don't sell many shuttlecocks in Jersey, so maybe she should take a few with her.
That is great advice. Thank you, Anna.
Good luck, Michelle. Have a lovely time. We're going to really miss you, but I'm massively jealous that you're going to have those lovely sea views when you wake up every morning, so enjoy.
Next, I'm joined by Michaela Sherlock, one of Michelle's teammates over the years. Now, Michaela, I hear that you've both battled against a tennis giant called the Moj.
Oh,
Do you have any standout memories about that you could share with us?
Formidable player, formidable. Many years ago, Michelle not just used her tennis talents, but she used her ICT talents to make a phenomenal film for the Moj. I believe there was Benny Hill music. I believe that they were speeding up and comedy moments galore from the Moj, but she didn't want to fuss, much like Michelle.
So there's a lot more to Michelle de Villiers than meets the eye. Not only is she a tennis legend, but she also appears to be some sort of ICT guru.
Absolutely.
Do you think that she's been able to utilise those skills further on the Marlborough team?
I definitely think so. I think she's led the team with ICT skills. I think her use of Seesaw and her quality use of iPads around the school is going to be stuff of legend.
Thank you, Michaela. Nathan Goodman in the studio with me now. Nathan, I know that you haven't worked directly with Michelle in your time at the Marlborough Club, but as a fellow athlete and sportsman, what advice could you give to Michelle? What really makes a good team player?
I would say be honest, be hardworking, be determined, and definitely play by the rules and know the rules well.
Fantastic, and I think that we can all attest to the fact that Michelle has all of those qualities in spades. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you for joining me this evening, Jess. It's so lovely to have you in the studio. Now, I know that you haven't had the opportunity to work terribly closely with Michelle on the Marlborough team, but I believe that you have your ways of keeping up with her.
Yeah, I just stalk her on Facebook, really, see what she's up to, all the gallivants.
And the fantastic news is that they do have Facebook in Jersey, so you'll be able to continue.
I'm over the moon to continue stalking her, see exactly what she's up to, where she's going, what pub she's been to. I'm watching.
I think we can agree there are going to be a lot of those, Jess. Thank you. Here we have Hannah Cashin, team player at Marlborough. Hannah, I've been hearing over and over today that Michelle epitomises team player. Do you have any examples of that for us?
Jude, do you know, when I came to Marlborough, I had to lead on ICT. And it got to the point where well, to be fair, I was pregnant, and Michelle swooped in and she took the ICT off me. And I just think, Michelle, I'm so thankful.
Hannah, I think we would all be thankful if Michelle were to swoop in and take IT from any one of us.
And I just wonder, who's next?
Just waiting for Leah McEnroe to join me. She's fresh off the court. Thank you so much for popping in this evening. I assume you must be tired. So we're here this evening talking about the long and fabulous career of Michelle de Villiers at the Marlborough Club, and celebrating the fact that she's moving on to pastures new. You cannot be serious, man! You cannot be serious! She's out! She's out! Rachel Lloyd joins me now. Thank you for being here, Rachel. You're a long-term team player with Michelle, alongside Michelle, doubles partner and latterly manager. So let's talk about performance analysis. How would you rate Michelle's performance over the years?
Well, alongside the pupil progress, we often have player progress as well. And when I did my player progress of Mrs. de Villiers, actually she came out as very, very high on my scoring. Old-fashioned, six-upper, amazing. When I did her standardised scores, off the scale, and definitely I've put her down in my more able and talented list in terms of sport.
So an asset to any team?
Oh, an amazing asset to any team.
So thinking about Michelle's progress, do you notice any changes during major sporting events?
Well, do you know what I have noticed it late? Lots of disappearing, during maybe break times and not being able to find her during lunchtime. I think maybe possibly catching up on the Wimbledon scores, possibly, but I wouldn't like to say that, really.
Let's cast no aspersions here.
Absolutely not.
Thank you. And do you have any messages or wishes for Michelle as she moves on to her new club?
I think her new club are incredibly lucky to have her. I wish her all the very best. They're going to have just a huge asset. I hope they do bear in mind the Wimbledon season, but I think they are going to be very lucky, and I just wish her all the best going back to her home island of Guernsey.
Thank you. Emma Williams with me now. Emma, you've worked with Michelle for a long time. Do you have any standout memories?
Oh, I do. I've got loads of standout memories that I can think of when going into year 6, taking some of the children from Igalon, and it was quite a challenging time, and Michelle helping me with computers. I'm not the best when it comes to computers, and one of the things that I absolutely love is going to a gym. It is incredible. Michelle's incredible with the children there, and running on that long trampoline, that's my favourite part. And you know something, Michelle? I really can't wait. Can I come and visit you when you move back home in Jersey? I'd love to come to your gym there. All the best. Take care. You're a superstar. Bye.
Hey Amanda, thank you so much for joining me. We're just here gathering some of the players together to wish Michelle de Villiers all the best as she moves on. Do you have a message for her?
Oh, I do, Michelle. I remember your class was the first one I ever taught at Marlborough Primary School. I came as a supply, and the head, which wasn't Miss Foley at the time, said, you can go into Michelle de Villiers' room, she'll have everything organised, and boy, you did have everything organised. And I would just like to say, with your new team, I'm sure you'll get on really well like here, and you are an absolute ace to work for and with.
George Kachova joining me in the studio now.
Good evening.
Good evening, George. Thank you for joining me. I'd just like to ask you, in light of finding the news of Michelle de Villiers moving on to pastures new, how does Michelle's departure affect you?
Well, apart from obviously being very sad, I did get a job.
Congratulations, so you are taking over from Michelle. You are the new Michelle.
Absolutely. I'm hoping that I'm not going to take over IT. However, I've taken over your job, so thank you very much. You will be missed. I really enjoyed working with you, and I think it's been the same for you as well, for everyone. And although it's really sad to leave you, I am getting a job.
Welcome, Nelson Lisboa. Thank you for coming to the studio this evening.
Thank you very much for having me.
So you've got your hands full there?
I do indeed.
How have you worked with Michelle then?
She's just been a very good mentor to me, teaching me how to catch balls, and how to run for the balls, and also how to give it back.
Excellent. Let's just test that now, shall we? Oh, bravo. So, will you be going with Michelle on this new adventure to the new club?
I will not, unfortunately, but I would love to.
She's going to be a great loss, isn't she?
She is, definitely.
Do you have any messages for her going forward?
I do. I missed you, and I hope you do well, and I hope those kids are nice to you, and send me some messages.
And now some special guests that couldn't be with us here this evening. What can I say? Michelle's part of the furniture. We're really going to miss you, Michelle. Thank you ever so much for sorting out all my IT problems over the years. I think we're going to hand that over to Geraldine now. Wishing you all the luck in, is it Jersey? Guernsey. Have a wonderful time in your new school full time. We will miss you. Bye.
Well, Michelle, end of an era. I'll miss seeing you around Marlborough, but I'm really pleased that you're going back to your home land of Guernsey and your wonderful family. I wish you all the very best. Game, set and match to you.
We really miss you, Michelle, and seeing you around. I hope you have a wonderful time in your lovely hometown of Guernsey.
Hi Michelle, I've had a lovely 11 years working with you here. I hope you have a fantastic time when you move up to the Orkneys and the what? Jersey, yeah, no, Guernsey. That's not a real place. Stop making things up. Guerners are when they make those funny faces. You can't make up places. Well, wherever you're going, I hope you have a lovely time anyway. We're all going to miss you so much here.
Hi Michelle, it's been amazing working with you over the past few years. I hope you really enjoy Guernsey. You deserve every second. Enjoy yourself. Ta-ra.
Hi Michelle, so absolutely delighted you've got your dream job and you're going home and you'll be with all your family, but really, really sad. I'm going to miss you so much. We've been friends for over 20 years. We've had so much fun together. You're absolutely gorgeous. Save me a little room because I'm going to come over and go paddleboarding with you. Lots and lots of love. Good luck. You're going to be brilliant and I'm going to miss you.
Oh, Michelle, we never got to play doubles together and I'm so sad about that. I think you're a great player. I'm going to miss you on the circuit so much. I know you're going to Guernsey, so have a super time there on court. I know you'll have a wonderful time. Just loads and loads of love. We'll miss you loads and just have a great time.
So I think all that's left to do really is for me to summarise what we've heard this evening. Michelle de Villiers, a player of character, strength, integrity, honesty and drive. One of the most competitive performers that we've ever had on the Marlborough team. And on a personal note, Michelle, you are an absolute legend. Through what was probably the hardest year of our careers so far, that COVID year, you were the best partner I could have possibly conceived. If there's a job that needs doing, it's already done. We're a team and I consider myself so lucky to have worked with you and learned so much from you. I'm going to miss you loads and I can't wait to come and visit you on Guernsey. We know it's Guernsey, to do this ridiculous walk that you signed us up for. Love you, babe. So you've been keeping up with the tennis?
Well, I have, but what's going on? Honestly, Raducanu's out, Murray is out, Nadal's out, and now de Villiers. What is going on? She's out. Oh.
De Villiers, out. So we're going to be talking about Michelle, yeah, and the fact that she's leaving.
Who's Michelle?
You know Michelle, who we've been working with all year? She's like the one that's me, but not so shouty.
Okay.
Yay high, brown hair.
Ah, okay. I think I do remember.